Kidman?
Welcome back to Let's Play The Evil Within with me, Jerupidus, and this is the start of Chapter 13, Casualties, and we just crashed that bus into this building.
Kidman!
And it seems that Kidman has fallen down below, but like, it's Kidman, come on. And before we check on her welfare, we're gonna wanna head over to this vending machine. But let's go take a look down and see what's happened.
We won't know unless we get down there. If you're down there, hang on. We're coming.
We know that she's very resourceful, so there's no way she's dead. But what happened to her is definitely an open question. Now, before I head out, I just want to check around. I did spend a lot of ammunition in that last chapter, so we're going to need to make sure that we're catching back up on bullet economy a little bit. But fortunately, that won't be too tough. But one thing I want to do right off the bat is I know that for this section, I'm going to want some harpoon bolts, so why don't we go ahead and make some of those. And let's get started. Journal of Sebastian Castellanos, September 1st, 2012. Myra is gone. I haven't heard from her in days. Went to report it, but they think I'm crazy. Her car, her computer, some of her belongings are gone. There's no sign of foul play. Everyone thinks that she left me. They keep talking about my drinking as if it has something to do with Myra's disappearance. Except that they're not treating it as a disappearance. They look at me like I'm to blame for her leaving, but I know she didn't leave. Someone took her. She was getting too close to something, but what? And while I believe, Sebastian, that Myra got taken and didn't just leave him, it's definitely very understandable that everyone in his life is like, she left you, dude. You drink too much.
I don't know if that was a bad dream, or this is.
Now, we don't have any keys.
It's been a while since your last visit.
But I do want to stop here to grab this newspaper. Mansion burns down. Century-old mansion burned to the ground. Arson suspected. Victoriano estate burns to the ground. Arson suspected. Whereabouts of reclusive owner unknown. And so, we're sort of starting to get the sense that the story of what happened to Sebastian and the story of what happened to Ruvik are starting to dovetail a little bit, but I think that's all I'm going to say about that for right now. Oh, we do have an extra key. All right, let's go ahead and use it. 15,000 green gel, you love it. You love to see it. I was convinced that after we didn't collect any in the last chapter, we wouldn't have an extra, but it must have been the fact that there's basically no safe room in the last chapter, so we had one to spare. Let's go ahead and heal up. Then we can take that one with us, and most of our open doors are closed, but we do still have a ton of rifle ammunition, so that is definitely worth keeping in mind. Let's make sure we can't take a freeze bolt with us. Yeah, we can close up that one. That feels good. Okay. And now let's see, how many do we have left? 3, 6, 9 more. And there are going to be 4 keys in this chapter, so after that we will only have 5 more to go. But since we got that green gel, I think we can hit the chair. But why don't we check on our map tile progress? We only need 4 more. So after this chapter, there will only be 3 left. We're getting really close now. And that should tell you that the game is getting close to being done. There are 15 chapters in total, and this is chapter 13. So there's not very much more to go. Now, I want to get some Magnum damage if at all possible. Yeah, we can get to level 4. And then we need 35,000 to get to level 5. So we'll save up for that for now. I'm pretty happy with everything else I have, so I just want to get maximum Magnum damage. More or less just for fun. You don't even really need it, but it's what I want. The Magnum is supposed to be a powerful gun, so let's make sure it actually behaves that way. And now we want to head this way. And this is going to be our introduction to acid traps.
Is that acid?
Thank you, Sebastian. It is. They take a very long time to disarm, which is somewhat relevant, but not really. They don't really put these in areas where you would need to quickly escape. And now this section has kind of a surprising number of enemies in it. It's kind of a lot. And we're going to want to make sure we've got our harpoon bolts on because we're going to be dealing with Ruvik clones. If memory serves, it's even more than one. So we're going to want to be as prepared as possible for that.
Jesus. What could cause this much damage? Is that a subway sticking out of the ground? Yeah, but look how it's positioned. If we can get over there, we might be able to use it to get across. Let's just concentrate on getting out of here.
It always kind of bothered me that he calls it a subway, when to me that's like a subway train. Like, the subway to me envelops both the train and the underground passage and all of that. Like, I don't know if I would call just the train a subway. Anyway. Let's keep going. Now, those bullets there are supposed to be a little bit of a clue that you're supposed to shoot this, so let's do that. And while I do wish you could just take a flying leap onto that, you can't.
No, don't risk it. Hold on. I think I see another way down. I'll meet you on a lower level.
And of course, we've split up now, which means the game is going to get back to being kind of the quiet part, which I really enjoy. Despite all of my complaints...
Damn it. First Kidman, now...
about the sort of action scenarios in this game, I do find them really fun. It's just not really, to me, what a game like this should be. Nevertheless, I do love the touches where... I really enjoy in games when the enemies, they want to kill you, but they also kind of hate each other. And the Keeper just goes around killing Haunted for kind of no reason at all, but I think it's just awesome. It somehow makes it even more menacing, where it's like those regular enemies that I sometimes struggle with. The Keeper has no problem killing them, but he also wants to kill me. Okay. So this is the section I was talking about with a ton of enemies in it, and a lot of them have guns. And there's also going to be 2 Ruvik clones, so we really have our work cut out for us in this area. So first we gotta disarm this trap, and I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and grab all this stuff in here first. Because if you go straight for that guy, you tend to get spotted. Because there's a lot of enemies patrolling the entire hallway. And we can just wait here and he will come back this way. Come on, buddy, you can do it. The main downside of doing it this way is how agonizingly slow this is. Okay, that went perfectly. I do want to make sure I'm out of the line of sight of this hallway here because of the Ruvik clone. Now, the problem with the Ruvik clones is that you can't sneak kill them. So there's really no way to deal with them without the arena getting loud. But I'm going to try to do that by waiting for him to turn around and then shooting him with the harpoon bolt. And then maybe I can stealth the rest of this. All right, that went pretty well. But I'm going to head all the way over here. And just make sure I'm out of the line of sight of the hallway. All right, I actually don't remember the positions of the rest of them, so this will be interesting, to say the least. I feel like he's to my right. He's in the room all the way across. Okay. Well, if that's true, I definitely want to grab this green gel. And now I've got to get around to the other side of that trap to disarm it. I just want to make sure I don't get spotted through that window. That just seems like such a pain. I feel like it's just going to happen no matter what. So I'm going to make sure that I've got my shotgun on just in case panic time happens. Okay, there is the one over to my right. He should run over there. Oh, did he get stuck? Okay, I cannot believe that one didn't shoot me. Alright, well that went pretty well. I'm actually genuinely shocked there. I thought that when they were trapped I could sneak kill them, but you can just burn them. Okay. Yep, one more clone. Why don't we see if we can take him out? Perfect. Okay, is there only one in here? I gotta watch out for that bear trap. But I think I should be able to get this one. Nope. We were doing so well. I mean, overall, I'm not super unhappy with that. It could be worse. Oh, he spotted me. Okay. Wow, he was quick on the draw. Oh, come on, pistol. Oh. I'm like literally gonna die to this guy because I can't hit with my pistol. All right, I'm significantly less happy with this section now. However, we have plenty of healing, so we're gonna be just fine. Let's go ahead and disarm this to get our trap part. And we'll kill any remaining stragglers. Pretty sure I can pistol it now. And I just want to make sure I'm being pretty thorough. Yep, there's going to be plenty of trap parts in here. So I want to make sure I pick all those up. And now, let's see. I do want to get a look at this from the other side. Right here. And directly in front of us is a goddess statue. That's going to be our first key. We'll have 3 more to go. And yeah, I kind of think these acid traps are there to be gotchas if you try to run away, but because my playstyle is just kind of kill everything you possibly can, those kinds of things never really bother me. Little green gel there. That's pretty nice. All right, I think we're ready to continue on. And we'll be able to find that locker key when we head down. And if it's not already obvious, this is definitely a keeper level, but I do enjoy the touch of having people around who died to his traps. And believe me, if you step in one of those traps while you're fighting him, that is you. But they do really like to load you up on trap parts in the keeper sections. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing over here. Yep. And now we can hear him. But we're not going to fight him just yet. Although, if you're not careful in this section, he will hear you and come after you. But we're just going to let him do whatever he's doing over there. And he'll take off. With, of course, his little haunted souvenir. But what I'm most interested in is that locker key. And that's going to be on the ground here somewhere. There it is. I do love the Keeper's signature traps. They're just so cool looking. And they fit with the barbed wire motif, although I have kind of mixed feelings about that. But you know what? A motif is a motif. It's good to have direction with your art. And now, before I keep following him, I just want to make sure I haven't missed anything in this section, so we're just going to do a quick loop around. Yep, there's one. Oh, and another, wow. And that's why you do that. This game, and I think, you know, the same is true of Resident Evil 4, but it really, really has a lot of stuff just everywhere. As long as you're being thorough and checking, you really don't ever want for resources. However, that's, I would say, a lot less true on higher difficulties. But the reason that I'm making this difficulty look maybe a little bit easier than it actually is, if you were to pick up and play this game, you would probably have a lot harder of a time with certain things than I am. Although I'm not having an easy time with a few sections by any stretch of the imagination. The point is that everything that I'm doing is because of a lot of dying and experimentation. And that is what I mean when I say that this reminds me of an old school NES game, where this game is really, really punishing. It kills you seemingly arbitrarily a lot, but you have to take that as in, whatever I did was wrong, I have to try something else.
Kidman, are you in there?
I certainly hope she's not, but there's no way she is. She's too tenacious for that. And now I'm going to see if I can get a shot at this Raven. Maybe it will drop me something. I just missed from that range. Oh, pistol, you're my only friend. And now we want to come down this way. And I'm going to see if I can take a shot at this one. That one hit. And when they drop nothing, you just feel bad. You're like, well, I just murdered a bird. And I got nothing for it. I'm just a bad person. But in this case, we can find some Magnum ammunition, and that stuff is precious. You will not find a lot of it in the game. We did miss a jump that had a little bit of a Magnum ammunition drop.
No, not that way, no.
But you don't really need that many Magnum bullets, to be perfectly honest.
No, not that way, no. Haven't you figured it out yet? Oh, he loves tormenting others. Has to let them know he has the upper hand. Lays out the bait, gets his victim all worked up. His unholy traps. When it was happening to me, I could see what was going on. I could see it, but I couldn't turn back. I had to know. I had to know the truth, and he knew it.
Detective Castellanos?
Lady, level with me. Am I going crazy?
If one wishes to survive, one would do well to consider who they trust.
And I have to wonder, is she talking about Kidman there? Maybe? But we've got a locker key, we may as well use it. But before I do that, I do want to grab this missing persons poster. And who is it but Joseph? Missing Crimson City Police Detective Joseph Oda disappeared while returning home. Several eyewitnesses claim to have seen him searching Crimson City for someone. And it feels like those missing person posters are kind of circling us, and now they're getting closer to home. But let's go ahead and use our key. We can finally start on the top row. Wow, Magnum ammunition? Awesome. That is really exciting, to be honest. And now, how much green gel do we have? 24,000? I don't think I can get the Magnum upgrade. So we're just going to head right back into the level. I want to say it's above 30,000 or something, but honestly, I feel like I just don't have it. So we can hold off on that for now. And now that we visited Safe Haven, we can continue the level. A 100? Come on. That's easy to miss. Plenty of stuff in here, and now let's make sure we're reloaded. Yep. And I have a decent number of those. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and heal up. Now, there's going to be a guy who basically has explosive bolts stuck to him. And I feel like maybe another Haunted had an Agony crossbow and got bored and was just having some fun. And that explains those, but it's definitely weird. But before we do this, we want to grab the Scotta statue up here. That's key number 2. And now we're just going to take a shot at this guy, and he's going to go Kersplody. And another one's going to pop out. And we don't want to let him get too close. Okay. And now after dealing with that, we get to do a little bit of exploring through this way. And the first thing I want to grab is the map tile. That's the only one in level number 25. And man, are we getting tantalizingly close to finishing that stupid map. Why are we doing this? I don't know. But it's there, so I want to finish it. It's just the way I am. And there's going to be a ton of stuff in here. Wish I could access this vending machine, but you just can't quite. But you see those and you get excited. And I kind of feel like that's great game design because you get kind of excited when you see a vending machine in real life, provided it sells things that you enjoy. Yep, just an absolute haul in here. Want to watch out for that, and I don't know if I'm too close. So let's see. Yeah, back here should be okay. Come on, pistol. There we go. I keep complaining about it, so maybe I should just increase the accuracy, but I really want that magnum damage, so I'm just going to deal with it and whine about it. But some of them are just so egregious, like you'll be this far away and it will just arbitrarily miss. And I'm just going to loop back through here because it lets us out on the other side, but I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything obvious. Okay, let's keep going. More people who did not survive their encounters with the Keeper. I gotta say, I'm glad I'm the one with the agony crossbow because those people clearly don't have one. And there's gonna be plenty of stuff to find in here as well. And they do a pretty good job of hiding it. Where, like, these down low ones, they look like the rest of the bottles on the shelves. It's really well hidden. Can I carry that freeze bolt? Probably not. I feel like I just loaded up on those.
Joseph?
Is Joseph nearby? And we're up over 30,000 green gel now, which I feel like means my Magnum upgrade is close. And I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to actually using it, but I'm saving it for a very specific scenario. All right.
Now what?
Now what indeed? And I just want to say the Keeper's very determined walk after Joseph, he's kind of like power walking after him, is very comical to me. I don't know why, it just makes me laugh. Let's go ahead and disarm these traps, and then there's going to be a goddess statue right here. And if we're very careful, we can get the key from this side. Yep, it's a little twitchy. You're supposed to go around, but I don't like to do that. I like to grab it now so that I have my wits about me when we head in here. And speaking of things that make me laugh, this section is filled with killer Roombas. And a lot of traps and just general silliness. It's kind of a fun house, but the whole idea of this section, at least I think, is to drain your health for the next area that's coming up. And you just kind of want to stay crouched in here. There's a lot of spike traps, and I can kind of hide behind this body. It will bounce the Roombas away from me. But I want to get out of there because if one of these bounces into you and stands you up, you end up having your head bounce into the spikes and you die. And we want to wait for that to trigger. I'm really lucky that Roomba didn't hit me there. Wait for the flames. And now we're pretty much in the clear. We want to do this one as quickly as possible, though. And hopefully one of these doesn't kick me out of my animation. All right, perfect. Let's just get out of here. All right. That section can be deceptively difficult. If you mess up and trigger any of the traps, especially the tripwires, it will release ones with bombs on them, and they will kill you. And they're very, very hard to get away from. It's nice that they give you a healing item, though. But the whole idea is to, I think, anyway, is to kind of drain your resources in there a little bit, particularly your health, to make this next part a little bit more desperate than it might otherwise be. I will say this, on Akumu mode, where one hit kills you, that part is an absolute nightmare. If any one of those little Roombas bumps into your foot, you're dead. And I do like this little touch that through there you can see the trap. It's pretty sweet.
You again?
All right, so what I'm going to do here, because I have an overabundance of trap parts, is I'm going to score a few kills on the Keeper. But there is a killer Roomba running around, which can definitely mess you up. All right, let's take this opportunity to make a few more. But I think I can get like 4,000 or 5,000 here, and I should be pretty safe to do that. He did get me there, but I think we're going to be just fine. And I'm not even really going to go for the try to farm the parts or anything. I'm just going to spend them. Wow, that Roomba really messed me up. It's just getting me. Okay. I think one more and then I'll be satisfied and we can leave. This corner is just not safe from this Roomba at all. All right, that should do it. Give me my green gel. And let's get out of here.
God damn it. Fuck.
And yes, this part is supposed to be completely pitch dark. I think it's supposed to be another hidden loading screen. But it is definitely weird. Now, we're going to find a few things in this room. But the main one that I'm interested in is going to be right here. Where'd my key go? There it is. All right. I was like, did it somehow fall somewhere where I can't get it? And yeah, 39,000 should be plenty to get that Magnum upgrade. Now, do I have any healing? I don't, but that's gonna be fine.
I'd better find Kidman.
We're pretty much done with this section.
I guess she's all right. What's she after?
That is an excellent question. What is she after? Because she seems to be up to something. So let's go chase her down and find out. You know what? May as well heal up right now. We spent some trap parts and some life on that keeper encounter, but I think it was the right thing to do.
Leslie can go home? Can take the train all the way home?
No, Leslie. Not today.
You'll protect me?
Yes, that's my job.
Good, good, good. When I get home, they'll be surprised.
It's not your fault. I'm sorry.
Stop.
You don't understand. You don't know what he'll become.
I do. I've seen it.
You don't understand what Ruvik is after.
So tell me, what is he after?
He's after Leslie.
What, he needs to finish his science project?
Don't patronize me. I have orders. I can't let him have this boy. Leslie is the only one he can...
Damn it! No!
And poor Joseph got shot again. And we, of course, fall back down below for more scary adventures, but that's going to have to wait until next time because I'm all out of time for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.